Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Professor Samik Bagchi from the Health Institute of Technology of the Department of Management and Social Science. Today, I'm going to give you a vivid lecture on the basic concept of the management. So, basically, the management is the process of planning, organizing, directing, and coordinating organization resources in a structured fashion to achieve a set of goals. It involves decision making, resource allocation, including directing organizational resources like human resource, capital resources, physical resource, and information resource to achieve the organization goals effectively and efficiently. Next is the Next is the definition of management. Management Management is the organ of the institution, the organ that converts mob into an organization and human efforts into performance. According to Harold Kuntz, management is the art of getting things done through others with people in a formally organized groups. Management is a critical element in the economic growth of a country. It is essential in all organized efforts, in a business activity or any other activity. It is a dynamic, life giving element in every organization. Essence of management: achieving objectives. Results can be obtained through optimal resource use, coordination, and integration, aligning individual goals with the organizational goals. Adaptability, flexibility in adjusting the market changes and dynamic environment. Human centric. Management is human centric and motivating people and considering as its core assets. Ethical foundation. Management is always trying to balance profit with the social responsibility. Next, the functions of management. Planning, first is the planning and decision making, determining the right course of action. It also involves setting an organization goal, deciding how best to achieve it. Next, organizing, coordinating activities and resources. It is defined as a process by which established plans are moved closer to realization. Leading, managing, motivating, and directing people. It is a third basic managerial function which involves the skill of influencing people for a particular purpose and challenging all managerial activities. It also involves working together for the interest of the organization, controlling, monitoring, and evaluating activities, defined as a process of measuring, comparing, finding the deviation, and correcting the organizational activities that are performed for achieving the goals or objectives. Role of management. First role is the informational role. Management wants to monitor, seek, and receive information, scan periodicals, reports, and maintain personal contact with the stakeholders. Next, it forwards information to organization members through memos, reports, phone calls. It also transmits information to outsiders through reports, memos, and speeches. Interpersonal role. Interpersonal role. It performs ceremonial duties such as greeting the visitors, signing legal documents. It directs and motivates subordinates, counsels, and communicate with the subordinates. It maintains information link both outside and inside the organization through mail, phone calls, and meetings. Decisional role. It initiates an improvement project, identify new ideas, delegate responsibility to others. It takes collective actions through disputes, during disputes or crisis. It decides who will get resources and prepare a budget, set schedules, and determining the priorities. Next, levels of management. Top level management involves the CEO, president, and vice president. It formulates strategic planning, policy making, and sets goals. It also makes decisions about activities such as acquiring other companies, investing in research and development, entering various markets, and building new plants and other facilities. Middle-level management involves manager who are engaged in implementing strategies and coordinating the departments. Lower level management, it involves supervisor who can supervise and coordinate the activities of operating employees. Next, planning. What is planning? Planning is systematic process determining future action to achieve the goals. It involves forecasting your forecasting a future action, you're setting the objectives and developing the strategies. It bridges between the present and the future. It identifies opportunities, set goals, and evaluate the alternatives. It determines the organization position in the future and decides how best it can bring about the situation. Next, it helps in maintaining managerial effectiveness by guiding future activities. Next, planning nature. It's a pervasive. It applies to all the levels and function. It is a continuous process. It is an ongoing process, not in one time. It's also called as intellectual process. It requires proper analysis of plans, creativity, and judgment. Flexible. It is adaptable to changes. Goal is also goal oriented. It also tried to the organization objective is also tied to the organization objectives. Next, planning types, strategic planning. First is strategic planning. So it's a long-term plan, organization-wide plan. Example, the market expansion. Tactical plan is short-term plan, which is known as also a departmental plan and also for meeting the sales targets. Operational plan, it means day-to-day routines. Example, production schedules. Contingency plan is a backup plan for mitigating the uncertainties. Example, disaster recovery. Single use or the standing plan. Single use plan is a one-off plan is used for only single project. Standing plan is for the ongoing project. Planning and analysis, SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Next, specialty analysis. Specialty means political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. Next, tools. Forecasting the models for the future as well as for the present. Scenario planning. Scenario means scenario of the market, scenario of the business scenario, a market scenario, and planning the according to the context of according to the market context, according to the competitive advantage of the business, or according to the competitive analysis. Next, the benefits. It identifies the risks and the optimize the resources benefits. Next, challenges. Incomplete data is not effective planning and resistance to changes. Management by objectives. According to Peter Drucker concept, management is a collaborative goal setting objectives between the manager and the employees. Next, process. You set the smart objective like spaces for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and the is T for time bound. Benefits. It increases the motivation. It develops the accountability, establishes the accountability, also set the performance. Steps, objective formulation of an implementation of plan and the review of the plan. Limitation, time consuming, may ignore qualitative aspects. Organizational structure and concept. The organizational structure and concept means a framework which define the rules, responsibilities, and the relationship. Determines the authority, flow, and coordination. Involves key elements, hierarchy, division of labor, and departmentalization. Departmentalization. Purpose enhances the efficiency and the clarity. Organizational structure. Types of organizational structure. Functional, first grouped by the specialty like marketing and finance. Divisional by product line to consumer product or the industrial products. Matrix combining both functional and the project based. Flat, minimal hierarchy for agility or the startups. So flat means the minimum hierarchy is there for the smooth and efficiency and effectiveness. Example, startup company. Hierarchical, traditional top-down planning or down to top. Principles of the organization. Units of command. One superior per employee. Scalar chain. Scalar chain means clear hierarchy and division of work. Division of work means specialization for the efficiency. Balance. Authority equals with the responsibility. Flexibility, adapting to changes. Next, centralization. Centralization means decision making, which is concentrated at the top level management. What are the advantages? Uniformity in decision making, strong control over the decision, quick changes in the decision making, both strategically and for the futuristic. Next, disadvantages, slow response. Slow response overloads the top management. Suitable for the small organization or the crisis. Example, military command structure. Suitable for the small organization during the time of the crisis. Example, military command structure. Decentralization. Authority delegated to top lower levels. Advantages, faster decision making, employee empowerment, innovation, etc. Disadvantages, risks of inconsistency, lack of coordination, lack of cooperation, etc. Suitable for the large, diverse organization. Example, franchise model like the McDonald's. Next, span of the management. Span of management means it is the number of subordinates a manager can effectively supervise. Narrow span, few subordinates who having detailed control over the employees, are known as a tall structure organization. Next is the wide span. Wide span means many subordinates are there, means a flat structure. That means fewer number of hierarchical layers are there, more delegation of the responsibility and authority. Factors. Managerial ability is a factor. Task complexity. How far the manager can able to manage a large number of employees and tasks. How clear or competently and efficiently they can a manager can allocate the tasks among the employees, and how efficiently manager can utilize and optimize the skills of the employee. It is ideal for the 4 to 8 executives in a small company, up to 20 executives for a large company for carrying out the day-to-day or the routine tasks. Organization effectiveness. It measures how well an organization achieve the goals. Criteria: goal attainment, resource efficiency, stakeholder satisfaction, etc. Models: goal approach. That is the goal approach is output focused model achieving the goals and objectives. System approach, adapting to the new technology, the new tech contest, or a new approach of the organization, a new structure of the organization. Improvement through proper audit, feedback from the employees, and developing a good culture in the diverse culture in the organization. What are the challenges? Measuring intangibles like the model, your perception, your autonomy perception, your moral, and also your independence. Conclusion. Management is very essential for the achievement of the organization goal through structured function, planning and organization from the backbone, balance centralization, decentralization for the optimal structure, focus on effectiveness for the long-term success. Thank you so much. I hope you have liked my lecture and get a detailed understanding about the basic concepts of the management.